Hi, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I have something I've made and I wanted to show it to you and show you how to make one. It's easy and everybody's probably made them. It's just a over the page pocket thing, and I haven't made it has a pocket here and a pocket here. Oh, and I didn't cut out the little notch here. I'll have to do that. I haven't made the tags for the pocket yet, but it'll fit over a page in this journal. Like this. It can be held on with a paper clip, or it doesn't have to be. And it has two sides. So anyway, we're going to make one. Excuse me. And what we need for this is 2 envelopes. I used junk mail envelopes. You can use new ones or junk ones. These have windows in them, which I'm not going to use. I did use it on this one and put this picture behind it, but it's glued in, so it's not like, it's going to come out. But anyway, I have 2 junk mail envelopes that I have cut to 3.5 inches wide and 6 and just a little over 1/2 inches long. And I've also opened them up because I found it easier to cover them this way. And it looks like I need to glue these strips down or take them out, one or the other. Better glue it down. Don't want to rip the envelope. They're such high quality, aren't they? How's everybody doing today? It's cooled off here. It's actually quite decent. This is Friday that I'm recording this. You won't see it till Tuesday, but Friday it was good today. This morning it was actually 68 degrees at 7:30, which was quite nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some papers, and I already have them chosen that I'm going to cover these with. These are some that I've made myself. And I'm going to cover the outside of this with them. I'm not going to use a glue stick because I don't like them. I am going to use my art glitter glue. I guess I could use the glue stick. And then just use the glitter glue around it if I need to. Let's see what happens here. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all good. Crafting. Looks like a lot of people are getting back into their crafting after school started. Back to doing some things, making fall journals or fall ephemera. I purchased some fall papers and then I printed some out myself today. I wish I could figure out how to put them up for people so I could give them away if I wanted to or whatever. I'll figure it out eventually. I'm not very tech savvy, but I've enjoyed making the papers. All right. Now what I've done with it, because I'd like these edges where the pockets are going to be finished, I'm going to use my ruler and my score tool to score this so I can get it better. There, that's going to be better, I think. I hope. Let's see here. Oh, I haven't very good luck with this, am I? Can't get that fold to fold without being funny there. All right, we're just going to call it good. All right. So I'm going to fold this back where the fold on the envelope was. And score it. And then I'm going to cut a little piece out here, a little V. Get my scrap paper box out here, or my garbage box. Okay, now I'll continue on with what I was going to do. And I am going to use my art glitter for this, because of course the glue stick didn't work that well. Down under there, I'll glue that down. But I'm going to glue this part over. And this one. These will be so when you look in the pocket, you don't, I'm getting it all over my mat, so that you don't see the inside of the envelope, which is white. These aren't too bad of envelopes, but still. Getting the glob on the end of my needle here. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to cut off a little edge on the corner here. So it'll fold nicely. All right. That's all I need that for a few minutes. And I'll fold these down. That does not look right. Well, it's right up against it, so I guess it's okay. And actually, it shouldn't make that much difference if it's not quite the way it needs to be. All right. Now I have to decide which side I want to be the front of this pocket and which I want to be the back. And I'm going to try and fold this a little bit better here so it's more even. That's better. Well, this will be the part that's the front of the pocket of this particular pocket. Whether this one will hang over the front or not is up to the person who gets it. And before I do that, I need to cut my little notches out. This is, I think, a 1-inch hole punch. I'm not sure if it's 1 inch or 3/4 inch. It's the only round punch I have. It looks like it's a 3/4 inch punch. Yeah. Oh, it says on it 3/4 inch. I guess I could have looked, huh? Okay. I am going to ink the notches out right now before I glue it. And then I'm going to glue it together. And I'm only going to glue down the 2 sides because it is a pocket. And as you can see, this isn't really taking too long to do. The embellishing is what takes the time, depending on how much you do. Once you have your envelopes cut, which isn't that hard to do, put that back in there for a minute. Get this one out. These are my first efforts at making papers. So some of them aren't as pretty as others, but they'll be fine in the journals that I'm going to put them in. For this anyway. Little doggy hair on there, a little black hair. They're everywhere. One thing I don't like about glue sticks is they warp the paper. At least the ones I've had do. I didn't see if this needed gluing down. Nope, that's good. All right. I'm going to put a little glue over here where this obviously did not glue well, just because I want it to be mostly glued down. And I'm going to learn my lesson from last time, although it's hard to see on here, this white on white. I'm going to score this before I fold it up. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay. You can do this on your scoreboard if you want to, but this should probably work just as well, just to get the paper ready to fold where I need it to. Oh, that was much easier. Much easier. Learn as you go, huh? Okay. This is going to go so much faster because I did that. And I am going to once again glue these end pieces down. Now this has taken 2 whole sheets of digital paper, one for each side. If you cut your envelopes down, you could probably do it with less. But I don't mind using a digital for this. And now to cut out my little notches. That one didn't even hit the trash box, went over it. And I'm going to fold it down the middle again. I forgot to do that before I started cutting notches, but that's all right. It works out. I cut a little notch here and here. Oops, got that one off a little bit. Okay. And here and here. Whoop, did it again. Now I'm going to glue those. And under there where the glue stick didn't stick it. Yes, it worked much better to do the scoring so it would fold easier. Much better doing it this way. I obviously didn't learn that on the first one, the one that I made, the first one I made, and I didn't learn it on the other side until and this little white piece here doesn't matter, it's going to be on the inside anyway. Make sure that's folded down. And I'm going to once again take out some thumb notches. Well, those went over my head. Guess I'm going to have to get a 1-inch punch because it would be nice either that or a 2-inch or something a little bit bigger. I'm using, whoops, well, haven't glued it down yet. I'm using scorched timber for my ink, by the way. Okay, I need to get this glued together here. I like to make sure the glue gets smushed out where it belongs. And I guess while I was inking, I could ink this one too. It'll be easier to ink it before I get it all put together. I guess our weather isn't going to stay cool. It's supposed to get up hotter again next week, but maybe it'll stay below 90, I hope. Well, we don't have any rain coming that I've seen, but that changes day to day. You know how the weather changes. They predict one thing and then something else happens. Now, which side do I want to be the... Oh, I want that one to be the outside on this one. Or do I want it up that way? I don't know which way those flowers go. I don't think it matters. Kind of looks like they go more than one direction. All right, now I'm going to get some washi tape because that's how I hold them together to go over the top. You could, I guess, open an envelope and have it open this way, and then it could go over the top. But I think this works fine. And it's a little bit faster for me anyway. And I think on this one I'm going to use this tape. It's got some pink and green in it. And I don't want these exactly... Well, one's a little bit bigger than the other, but that doesn't matter either because they'll be on opposite sides of the paper that they go over. I'm going to put them like that and turn it over, and I'm going to bring it across over here and fold this one up. Now I think this tape is sticky enough that I wouldn't need to use glue under it, but sometimes you do need to use your glue if your washi isn't sticky enough. But I think this one will be all right. Oh, I got them too close together. I was afraid of that. All right. I think I tore through it. Yep, I did. I'm going to have to redo